Hello, this is Jenny and I'd like to welcome you to this Uni-edit video to help you with your academic English writing. I have to publish in 2 international journals before I can get my PhD. This video will cover the following topics. Universities build their reputation through journal publications. Why are international journals preferred? How to select the target journal? Should I publish in the same journal as my professor? How long does it take to publish in a journal? What happens if the journal rejects my submitted paper? Can I publish in the same journal twice? Can I publish the same paper in 2 different journals? Should my paper be an extract from my thesis? Can my journal paper be the same as my conference paper? Universities build their reputation through journal publications. Within academia, publishing journal papers shows an individual's research output, collaborative power, and diversity of skills and expertise. Universities, departments, and research labs generate annual end-of-year reports that highlight achievements and milestones for the year, such as grants awarded and publications. The publications affiliated with the university or research lab then form metrics that contribute to the institute's reputation and research output. These metrics are weighted against other research institutions to determine their standing within the academic sector. Therefore, institutes encourage individuals to publish in international, high-impact, and highly cited journals to reflect the research performance of the institute. An advantage of publishing in such high-level journals during your PhD is that it will allow you to get your career started within academia with the support of your professor. Why are international journals preferred? International journals are typically preferred over local journals because 1. They have global reach, 2. They cover a broader spectrum of research topics and problems, and 3. They have higher citation rates. However, the stronger competition for acceptance in international journals also means they have higher rejection rates than local journals. Note that local journals can usually be recognized by the name of the country being included in the title. How to select the target journal? Targeting a suitable journal for your research increases the probability that your paper is read by the right audience in your field. This helps to advance your own profile and knowledge in your field by reaching a demographic that's more likely to cite and disseminate your research. When selecting the journal, it's important to consider the journal's impact factor, its scope, and its accessibility. Impact factor. Impact factors are publication and readership metrics that rank journals within their field of research based on how often papers from that journal are cited per year. Publishing in international journals with high impact factors, i.e. top-tier journals, shows that your research is scientifically sound, novel, and influential. Therefore, papers associated with these journals improve your research profile and enhance your professional acumen. Scope of the journal. Journals will only consider accepting papers that are suited to their scope and readership. So, ask yourself whether the message of your paper aligns with the scope of your target journal. You can find out the scope of the journal on the journal's website. The journal's accessibility. The accessibility of your research depends on the type of journal in which you choose to publish. Some journals require their reader to purchase a subscription, while others offer open access opportunities, which allow your research to be publicly available to a wider audience. Making your papers more accessible by publishing in open access journals can improve your research profile. Should I publish in the same journal as my professor? Targeting in the same journals in which your professor publishes is an effective strategy when developing your research profile because 1, it provides a good starting point for your research output, and 2, it ties your research to other relevant work. How long does it take to publish in a journal? Publishing a research paper is time-consuming. The journey from the inception of the research idea to the paper being printed can take as long as 3 years. The publication process itself, from submitting the paper to responding to reviewer comments and the journal accepting your paper, takes 6 months on average. What happens if the journal rejects my submitted paper? Often, the journal will require you to make multiple rounds of revisions and resubmissions before accepting the paper for publication. However, if a journal rejects your paper outright as the final decision and does not offer an opportunity to revise and resubmit your paper, the only option you have is to try submitting your paper to another journal. Only in extenuating circumstances can authors contest a paper's outright rejection. Before submitting your paper to another journal, take some time to review it and obtain input to see what improvements can be made to increase your chances of acceptance by the next journal. It would also be worth checking whether the scope of the journal was misaligned with your paper and spending some time identifying a more suitable journal for submission. Can I publish in the same journal twice? There is no reason why you cannot publish multiple papers in the same journal. However, publishing in different journals diversifies your research profile, which is a good strategy for showcasing your research, increasing your employability, and highlighting the breadth of your knowledge and expertise. Can I publish the same paper in 2 different journals? Because of copyright laws, journals are highly unlikely to publish work that's been previously published in another journal or format. Should my journal paper be an extract from my thesis? Submitting chapters from your thesis as published papers is encouraged and is sometimes mandatory in some institutions. An advantage of doing so is that as published papers have already been through the peer review process and have been copy edited by editors at the target journal, there is less chance that examiners will find errors in your work when assessing your thesis. Having parts of your thesis completed will also lessen your workload when it comes to writing your thesis. The best course of action here is to check your institute's policy about whether your thesis can be published as a journal paper. Can my journal paper be the same as my conference paper? Conference papers tend to be short papers discussing preliminary findings or research progress. These are often collected and published together in special issues after the conference and cannot then be published elsewhere due to copyright restrictions from that journal. However, you can usually transition your work to a journal paper by doing further research to complete the proposed findings, rewriting the research to align with the type of research paper you wish to submit, and formatting the paper to the specific guidelines of the target journal. As research papers are more common, more highly read and cited, and carry more weight than conference proceedings, academics more often choose to publish their work as a research paper. Here is a recap of the topics covered in this video. We hope you enjoyed this video and found the content to be informative and useful. Please check out our website to find out more ways we can help you here at Uni-edit. Please enjoy the rest of your day.